drift kit of my dreams, the Yokomo kit, has now been finished. It is now done and ready to go. So let's start all the other lives and let's go, and go. Here we go, guys. There we are. We're finally here with, and I'm hoping this thing will, something's not so good with the lighting. I don't know what's going on. On YouTube, the lighting is not doing so well. Anyway, after calibrating my sight, as that fun guy, Original Dobo, said I should, everything went smoother. And so the Yokomo kit of my dreams is now complete. We have to figure out how to install the good old shell on top. And it should go on pretty easily. Look at that. The holes in the front seem to be a little bit further out than they should, but I guess it probably will go okay. We just have to fine-tune a lot of stuff, but as you can see here, it'll work just fine. And we also have another shell, which is really cool, but for that we would have to change the whole system because the holes are different on this kind of shell right here. This is Red Cat Racing. I love Red Cat Racing. I love Exceed RC body styles. I love Tamiya body styles. I'm just passionate about all these awesome brands of kits and vehicles. The ones that are ready to run, but also the ones that you have to assemble yourself. I've been passionate about all this stuff for so many years, and I've built so many kits over the years, so here we are. Now, the reason why I kept calling this thing a ready-to-limp kit is because it was missing so many different parts. So all of the electronics did not come in the kit, and the tires or wheels did not come in the kit, as well as the remote I'm going to be using for this did not come in the kit. And, of course, do not forget, the shell for the car did not come in the kit, so definitely not a ready-to-run kit in any way. But also, the other problem is I had to provide my own battery, and so this here is the Ghoul RC for the motor, and it's pretty cool. It came with, basically it has this cool fan on the top, the heat sink, the motor, and then I also got this here that's also Ghoul RC. And so far it looks like it works pretty well. A bunch of things that were I had to modify was how you install the battery. Now, I did a lot of complaining the other day, and I explained that this is really, I had to attach this on top using some double-sided stickers, right? I'm sure that there should be a better way, more eloquent way for car companies to do this than that. And this is attached on the back here with a little zip tie. Again, it's the most convenient place for me to put this, but it could be done better. And also here, I installed the on and off switch, which is very convenient for me to get to. But as you can see, it interferes with the opening and closing of the battery. So that was my mistake there, but also where else could I put it? I could put it on the other side over here, but then what if it comes off and then ends up in here, and then the wire would get grinded and it might destroy the, strip the gears. So I thought maybe I just put it there. Again, it could be done better, right? It could be more intelligently designed, in my opinion. And also the battery itself is coming off the side here, so I had to remove, I'll show you guys this in a second. What you do is you can open this bit up gently so that the battery can come out. And now you'll notice that on this side, I have gone and grinded out this area so that the battery could fit through there, because before it just would not fit in the chassis. Now, I cannot recommend you guys do this because it's horrible. It's a horrible job that I did, but it works for me. And so I went with that option because other options were not were not available to me at the time. So I just went with that because I just wanted it to work, you know. So it does work. It's not ideal, but now I'll turn it on for you guys so you guys can see what the kit is like. I can't do a whole lot of drifting in a kitchen, obviously, because one, you could damage the tiles, and two, you could damage the vehicle and smash it into stuff, which you don't want to do. At least I don't want to do. You guys can do whatever you want, but I prefer to keep my things running. Ever since I bought all my different kits, the only kit that I ever broke was the first one was a Kyosho Rampage destroyed one of the front bits here because I smashed it against this cement wall. But aside from that, most of the other kits that I built later after survived for years and years, and I think all of them are still okay. Some of them I do not have with me anymore. Some of them are still in Italy. So there we go. Anyway, let's turn this beast on. I'm going to go with turning the remote on first. And because it has rear, basically goes forward and back, I'm going to center this roughly around here because otherwise you will hear the beeping of doom. So after I do that, I'm going to turn on the drift kit over here. And you hear that. So I had to adjust. When you heard that beeping of doom, I just adjusted it, this part here, so that it would be roughly centered, and then it stopped making the sound. Now, as you can see, there are two fans. There's a fan here for this motor, and a fan here for the ESC. So there we go. It's pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. A lot of power. It'll go backwards, but it has that special system that is designed for beginners and people who tend to be very heavy-footed or heavy-thumbed, in this case, on the trigger, so that you can't go forward and then instantly go back because that tends to strip gears. I've never had a problem, never stripped a gear doing that because I'm not heavy-thumbed, but a lot of people have that issue, and so therefore the technology is set up that way. I prefer to have it manual so that I can do whatever I want, and also it improves my driving when I have complete control over that, but people strip gears, so, and I don't know how to disable it. So, but check out the steerage on this thing. This thing is impressive. I mean, it really steers, and it's beautiful. So I love that about this kit. And hopefully we'll be able to get some decent drifts. I'll take this out for you guys to see. And we'll go somewhere where there's some fun donuts and stuff that we could do with it. But yeah, it really has an amazing steering. And so, again, as I said, is this the perfect kit? Is it the best kit ever out there? I can't say yes or no on that because there's a lot of modifications that I had to do, especially when it came down to installing the battery. I had to do a lot of modifications there, including the fact that you see these parts in here. These parts in here are not stock. I had to use different parts for like axles and stuff like that to create my own parts to make sure that the battery would stay in place. And also I added one of those one-sided stickers in there to create a little bit more thickness so that this part would go down and keep the battery in place. So a lot has been done here that was not stock. You cannot install it the way you want to, just based by the instruction manual. So I had to do a lot of modifications here to get this to do what I wanted it to, but it's fantastic now. And we'll just have to do a lot of fine-tuning to make sure that the toe, the camber, and all that stuff there works the way it should. I've done something a little bit funny. I've got the front wheels angled like this in the front, and it's actually the opposite way in the back. But we'll see if that works, if that is ideal for the drifting or not. As you can see here, I'm not cheating, so the gyro has not been put in the machine. I have a pretty good feeling that we should be able to get some decent drifts out of this without installing and cheating. But if it turns out that I really suck at it, which I don't think so because I'm pretty good with the ones that don't have gyros, we should be just fine to drift this around, and I think it's going to be really cool. If any company out there has the stones to send me a new shell, like it'd be cool if Exceed RC sent me a new shell. They have so many cool shells, but any other company that has the stones to send me a new shell would be cool too, because unfortunately you guys will see it on the YouTube channel. You guys can go back. I did crash it against one of the cement donuts and I cracked it right there, and it's a sad thing because it is a beautiful shell. What is this? It is the GTR, and it's it's one of my favorite vehicles out there, especially for the looks and the feel. This is also really cool. We could install this at some point, Red Cat Racing, but I'll take any shell of any car company that's has the stones to send it to me, because you got to have stones, right? Just got to have stones. So anyway, I couldn't keep this from you guys any longer. I just had to show you that it works and that it is running, and it is running beautiful. I cannot, unfortunately, do any like real drifting in the kitchen, and even if I did, it would be off camera down here, so you guys wouldn't be able to see it, which would be very sad. But okay, maybe I'll just do a real quick run so you guys can hear it. I don't know how much further I'd have to go back for you guys to be able to see anything. I really don't know, and it is dangerous, so I cannot possibly recommend anybody try this at home. It says to place all switches in the up. Okay, all right. So it'll fight you. This is a remote control that is set up for planes. So again, it's just me doing stuff that you would not expect. All right, here we go. So obviously this works perfectly well with that. So it does drift beautifully, just out of the box, as you guys just saw. You guys can't see a whole lot, unfortunately, on camera. I don't know if you guys can see over here. Maybe you'll see something. I'll scooch this back even further. Let's see if you guys can see anything at all. There we go. That's the best I can do for you guys under the circumstances. I don't know if you guys got to see anything at all, but it drifts like a charm, and it is a beautiful machine. Beautiful, beautiful machine. Again, I wish that the kit had already come with everything that you needed right out of the box with all the original parts, but this is the best that I could do. Some very nice investors were willing to give me some money, and so I was able to buy Ghoul parts. Ghoul RC is way cheaper than a lot of the other things that you can buy. With Ghoul RC, even if you are broke, you can still sort of buy one of these machines, install it, and put it together, and it still runs. As you saw there, the drifting is magnificent, in my opinion. Again, different tiers, levels, because of course I'm not a professional drifter out there, but considering that these parts are pretty cheap and all that stuff, and the battery here, what is it? Let me get the battery out, guys, so you guys can see what battery it is. I tried to use this battery here to fly a Motion RC or a Free Wing. It was not powerful enough to get a bird up in the air, but I'll tell you guys, it does perfectly fine for ground vehicles. So yeah, if you guys want this for your ground vehicles, it does a fantastic job, as you just saw. It drifts actually perfectly fine in the kitchen too. You do have to have control. If you get it out of control, you will smash the vehicle and destroy it in so many different ways. So I can't recommend you guys do that, but I've been messing around with vehicles such as these since I was like, I don't know, 8, 9, somewhere in the realm, so I've got a lot of experience drifting these things. But anyway, I thought I'd just come on camera today real quick to show you guys how cool this is. Also because later on in the day, today is Monday, I believe, we will have a cool session with that awesome guy, Steve. So Steve will be out here, well, not here in the kitchen. We'll be out there outside, and hopefully the weather will be good. And we'll have a bunch of his robots that he recently put together, and we'll see what they can do. I'm very excited about that, especially because he is a professional coder, entrepreneur, and a lot of cool stuff. So he takes time out of his day, out of his work day, to come show us some cool things. So I hope you guys will show up over there. It'll be around, well, just 4:30ish. After that, we'll start live over there, but it'll be on the YouTube channel. It will not be on the other ones, because unfortunately out there I can only use data. Data is what we have available to us. So data is only on a phone, so I can only go with one app at a time, and it's going to be the YouTube channel. So if you guys want to see us, the Steve and Marco show, whatever it is, and we know that you guys missed it because of the algorithm last time. So, but if you guys want to show up today, at Irvine, California, Woodbridge Standard Time, like this, Irvine, California, Woodbridge time. People still ask me, hey, where do you live? Anyway, you guys know now where I live. So if you guys want to check us out on the YouTube channel, I'm hoping that he will have his own YouTube channel soon up too. And so that'll be cool too, because he's going to put up some very high level or very cool content on there too, because he does a lot of editing. I don't do editing anymore. I used to do editing, ended up wasting a lot of time on that because, got back problems and stuff. I can't really do that on the PC anymore. He still does editing, so hopefully we'll see some of his cool editing on his channel at some point too. But anyway, if you guys want to check us out today, we'll be out there at the park, and we'll have some fun ground vehicles with Raspberry Pis, and I'm not sure if he's got some stuff going on with Arduino, but all the cool geeky stuff. If you guys want to check that out, we'll have it running around 4:30 p.m. California time, Southern California time. I'm going to try to make it as specific as possible. But anyway, even with all the spoon feeding, people don't show up. Because the algorithm refuses to remind them that lives will be there. But anyway, just before I go, I'm going to remind you guys of cool products, because I do have sponsors of the channel. And in the beginning, I just never thought to say anything, but I guess that's the norm now. You have to say stuff. So anyway, I don't mind doing it because Excellent is a really cool product. And if you guys are into makeup, I don't use any. But if you guys are into makeup, and the channel is for everybody, so it's males, females, non-binary, galactics, whoever wants to join is absolutely welcome. You guys want to check out Excellent. Excellent is a fantastic brand for cleaning your brushes, but they also have some awesome new things. And so you should check it out. They have a TikTok, they have a YouTube. They're all over the internet, Instagram. And then, of course, there is, and you guys will see it on the YouTube video because I always do that. I've got all the cool Shengmei, Color Farm, D-Domiso products here. And if you guys ever care to let me know, I can also post the links to the Amazon links to the cool store for all those cool products and stuff. Anywho, it was great having you guys here on the channel. Let's frame this well so you guys can see what's going on. And hopefully I will see you all during Steve's live at 4:30 p.m.-ish, California Southern Time. All right, guys, thank you so much for showing up. I really appreciate you guys being here, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. All right, let's see if I can press buttons today. Did I get that one? I don't know. Oh, turned the screen by accident. And this one did not disengage. What the? Ugh. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. This is the end of the live. This was a live about that epic Yokomo kit. And again, there's no such thing as a perfect kit, but gotta tell you guys, this is the best performing kit I've ever had for drifting. I love the turning radius on the front wheels here. Fantastic. It went together pretty smoothly, although I had to modify a whole bunch of parts to make it work with the parts that I bought, because the kit did not come with all the parts that I wanted it to have, which is very normal apparently for Yokomo kits. When it comes to Tamiya kits and a bunch of other kits and all the cool ready-to-run vehicles, in that regard, then you have everything that you need right out of the box. But in this case, we just made it work, as we usually do. So today we had a decent run of awesome people that showed up. It is very early in the morning, so it is hard to get people to show up. So it will not be as successful as some of the other lives that we've had. So we've had like 32 on one. I'm not sure what the 118 means on the bottom. I don't understand any of these stats. I'm just reading them out to you guys. You guys understand the stats better than I do. Me and math don't get along. So we've got 281 and 118. And on YouTube, so far, I see absolutely zero. But again, sometimes what shows up on the screen here is not correct. And then later on, I exit the live and I discover that there was at least one awesome individual who showed up to support. And that's usually how it works. For some reason, you get some views. I don't know. It's a it's a debacle. It's a debacle when it comes to YouTube and how it works. Some days it works, some it doesn't. But most of the time it doesn't. And so, yeah, there we have it. The other apps always give us more support. And so thank you for those apps. Anyhow, you guys have seen the awesome wall of heroes. I always say hello and thanks to all the people who have provided fun, entertaining, and useful educational content to me over the years. And so I put all those awesome people right there behind all of the fun stuff. Anyway, there we go. Yokomo kit is built. Now it is up to us to do all the modifications, if we have to do any, to set it up exactly the way we want it to. But it looks like it already drifts fantastically well. So we'll just take it out to a park or something where there's donuts, and we will test it out. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you all in the next one. Have a fantastic rest of the week. And see ya.